Taiwan has been invited to join the Inter-Parliamentary Alliance on China, or IPAC. Here's Democratic Progressive Party lawmaker Fan Yun announcing the news on Sunday.
这2天，我收到 IPAC 的来信，他们刚通过邀请台湾成为会员，也邀请我成为共同的主席团成员。这是我们过去这几个月努力的成果，这也是台湾外交的一大突破。
Fan and Taiwan People's Party lawmaker Jang Chyi-lu have been invited to join the alliance's group of co-chairs. The co-chair group currently includes 56 lawmakers from around the world. U.S. Senator Marco Rubio and EU lawmaker Reinhard Bütikofer are among its members. IPAC describes itself as an international cross-party group of legislators working to reform how democratic countries approach China. The group has been outspoken on China's persecution of Uyghurs in Xinjiang and Hong Kong's national security law. For more on IPAC and its invitation for Taiwan to become a member, our reporter Staś Butler spoke to Ja Ian Chong, a political scientist at the National University of Singapore.
How much power does IPAC actually have? I mean, how much does it affect the various governments that its members belong to? How much does it affect those governments' policies towards China?
I think it can have an effect on certain particular issues. So I think some of the attention on the Uyghurs, some of the attention on the police posts that the PRC has been setting up overseas has come through IPAC. They are an influential grouping. They are the be-all and end-all of China policy. There are obviously other groups, other interests, other forms of lobbying happening, but they are a coordinated voice that tends to have an interest in human rights issues, which is important to have.
And what's the significance of Taiwan or Taiwanese lawmakers being invited to join? What does that mean?
So it means a couple of things. One is that Taiwan would have a more direct voice to this body. And I think that would mean a lot in a situation where China is putting increasing pressure on Taiwan. It lets Taiwan put across its interests and its views in a more direct fashion. I think the other is a recognition that Taiwan is democracy. Like I said, all the members of IPAC come from democracies. So to have Taiwan being part of it is a recognition of Taiwan being the democracy that it is. And I think in addition, membership puts Taiwan on equal standing with the other legislatures that have representatives on IPAC.
How important, briefly, is this kind of, parliamentary diplomacy, not on the level of governments, but rather the legislatures below them? How important is that for Taiwan?
I'd say in general, this parliamentary diplomacy tends to be overshadowed by what the executive branch does in most places, but they do provide an important function in terms of the cross-fertilization of ideas, the ability to work together, especially in democracies where legislatures are a co-equal part of government. To use parliamentary diplomacy gives Taiwan an additional channel that can help compensate somewhat for its lack of official recognition.
That was political scientist Ja Ian Chong speaking to TaiwanPlus reporter Staś Butler.